Austin, and I'm here to provide a video that help you set up voice meter as well as your virtual audio cables for your Lightstream setup for streaming if you want to add music or Discord to your streams. What I recommend and what also Lightstream recommend is you get a virtual audio cable, which is you go to this website here, vb-audio.com, and you get your cable input, virtual cable input. I encourage that they also have voice meter software, which really is how it's routed and utilized. And I encourage you, all this software you can get for free. It's strongly encouraged that you donate, and it's not a big donation that you have to make. I mean, I got all this for $20. You can donate more if you feel like it's more valuable to you, but you can get it for free. It's just that you'll have a pop-up message that come up every so often encouraging you to donate. And like I said, $20 for where this software could run thousands or more. It's worth it. In this tutorial, you can use voice meter. As you can see, voice meter has two hardware inputs, one virtual, and two hard outs. And you don't really see any more virtual, so voice meter is not really recommended for this, especially if you're trying to add Discord setups to it. And unlike the Lightstream page, where it's kind of showing you a setup of how you can set up where you can get your Discord feed and keep it out of your streams, I'm gonna show you a setup that will allow you the option to include your Discord audio or chat, or to leave it out. For this though, you will want to at least have Banana. As you can see with Banana, you get three hardware inputs, two virtual outputs, and of course you got hard outputs to where you can set up for your headphones or your speakers, and your, like I said, two virtual outs. But Potato makes it even more easy because it actually helps show some of the stuff line up. As you can, and I have Potato here, which, as you can see, I got like screen recorder set right now, stereo series, and Discord will be shown. So let's get into it. Once you download these, you will do the setups form. When you start the setup, you want to set them up, run as administrator, and it'll install. Otherwise, if you have to run as administrator, otherwise it won't properly install. And that's for voice meter as well as all of your cables, which I went ahead and purchased all cables, the virtual audio cables as well as the A, B, C, and D. So that's 5 outs and so forth. Now, once you get into it, you can set these up different ways. I got my first one set up as a headset mic, which is actually my Bluetooth SteelSeries Artist 9X. To change the name, you just right click and you can type that name in and press enter, and of course to select what input it is, you just simply click blow and you have a list. Now, these are the driver programs. WDM stands for Windows drivers, basically. KS is kernel drivers. ME is another set of driver types, and then there's also some, depending on what type of machine you have ASIO. Ideally, whatever driver set you will pick pick, you want to have that same driver all the way across the board. So if you use Windows drivers, you want to stick with Windows drivers all the way across the board. Okay. As you can see, I got a second mic here, which is what I'm currently using. And then you also got your buttons here, A1, A5, B1 through B3. The B's are your virtual cables, wherein these are your hard cables, like actual real cables. And basically, the coordinate the A1s and B3s route to your masters, which is right here. Now, these are your inputs, and this is for your output. And as you see up here at the top here, you got A1 through A5. These are your physical outputs, which cover these first 5 here. As you can see, A1 I got set to my PC speakers. A2 I got set for my SteelSeries. And the reason why I have this set up this way is because with my Bluetooth, when I don't have it connected, you don't have the driver option available. And A1, if I open this here, A1 doesn't give you the option to remove something. You can only change it. So that's why I got my PC speakers here. Whereas sorry about that, with A2, you can see at the bottom, remove device selection. So, and as you see, since my SteelSeries headphones are not on and not connected, you see the driver for the WDM driver for it is not available. So keep that in mind when you're using Bluetooth headsets, that you won't see it as connected, and also you will have to reconnect, rechange and reset the driver with each time you add it, which is kind of a slight inconvenience, but once you have all this set up, it's really minor, because all you have to do is turn them on and restart the system. And another thing, once you do have voice meter installed, you want to have this here selected, run system tray at startup. And the reason why you want that to be is so that once you have all this stuff set up, if you don't have voice meter running, you will not hear anything out of your speakers, because all your drivers are going to be configured for your cables and rerouted. Okay. Also here I've set an input for applications, and I use the virtual audio cable that you can get for that. And what this does is this allows the feed for your computer, for everything on your like your browser in this case, and I will be showing all of that. Basically this allows your, like when you're on YouTube, the audio to come through. So once you have all that installed, we get into the nitty gritty of setting up the audio cables. Now what you want to do is go in the settings here. Now some computers is going to be different. Once you go in here, you want to go down to advanced sound, well, not advanced sound options, of course, but just to show you, as you can see here, I have the, like I said, cable going for Chrome going into voice meter, and everything else is pretty much set by default, and there's a reason for that. Okay, back out of this here, and now go into, scroll down here. Well, actually, don't have to scroll down. On some places it be down at the bottom. In this case, since I spin the screens over here, you go to the sound control panel. Okay. here's where everything's gonna be critical. As you see here, I got the voice meter on playback. I got voice meter input set to default. And how you do that is you simply click on it. You go to properties. Well, actually I did that wrong. But what you do is you click on it and you right click and you see you have an option here. As you see, it can say set default communication device. You don't set that, since mine is already set to default. It will be the option here to set for default, which you set that to default. Go back in here again. As you see, I got set for the aux input to set to default communication. As you can see here, since that was not set as default, there's the option to set it. You want to make sure that your voice meter aux input is set to communication, default communication, and your voice meter input set to default. And that's going to be important, especially when it comes to Discord. Now on voice meter, this is the default, which is input, and this is the auxiliary input. As you see, I got that set to desktop, and you notice in the earlier screen under advanced sound options, all these apps are set to default. That means on your voice meter, they're coming in this channel right here. And as you see, I got labeled desktop. And to label it desktop, like you right click at the top here and you type that in and press enter. And of course, I got communication here. This is where Discord is going. Your feed from Discord is going to go to, as I'm going to show you in a moment. Also, they help to help make things recognizable and easier on your outputs. I got my A1. I already labeled it PC speaker. My A2 is set up for my Bluetooth headset, the Steel Series, and that comes from up here. You just type it in. Now over here, I also got, as you see, I labeled B1 here as my stream feed. That's gonna be set up to be my outbound to my to Lightstream. And here B2 is set as my Discord in. Okay. Now also trying to make sure I go not too confuse you. Remember, that's on your playback side that you got voice meter input set to default. You got the aux set as your communication default. Now if you click on recording, you'll set only your voice meter aux output to as the default. That's the only thing. You don't set up communication default on this side. You set up a device output as your default. And now, as you, like I said, you got inputs and outs. So this is the default in. This is the auxiliary in. Over here, the stream feed is the out feed, but Discord in is the default on the recording side, the default out for the recording. And here's the reason why that is. Gotta bring up my Discord. Okay. If you go into settings and you go into video and voice, as you can see, Discord is set to default. by setting it to default, you don't have to change anything in Discord. And just to show you that that you don't have to change anything in Discord, because I got it actually. I had that line muted at the moment. So if I set my mic here and press B2, which is, as you see, is my Discord in. You see now you got the bars going on that, and as you can see here, the green line that tests for the sensitivity is now blinking. Now watch, once I toggle that off, you'll see that it won't work. And now as you can see, I'm continuing to talk to you, but it doesn't do anything. And by doing like that, you don't have to change anything inside of Discord. Okay, so now back to where I was saying with defaults here, cables. As you see, I got the cable input here for Chrome, and you see right here the same name, match the same name, so that gets the feed coming off Chrome. As you see, defaults in except for Chrome, and default output. I mean, these are the outputs and these are the inputs. So you see, everything is default in. So that means that everything is coming in is going to leave. Inputs for those apps are going to leave off that same Discord line, which is B2, and go and feed into those apps, which is why Discord is mic by default, so it's getting its input from B2 on your voice meter going in, and then out is coming down this channel. Now keep in mind, this channel here, this is where your Discord is coming in. As you notice, I do not have B2 select for that. What happens is, if you select B2 for that, you will get a echo, because you just got a continuous loop, because B2 means it going into your Discord, going out the Discord in, so, and then from Discord it's coming back down in here, so you have a continuous loop. So the way it's set up, you would never use B2 for your communication. Now B1 is your out, and this is your main. This is the main out, which we have set up for Lightstream. Okay, now that you have all that done, we're gonna go to Lightstream. Type in go lightstream.com. Okay, get started, which basically let's see, gamer go Lightstream, of course. Okay, now you're here at your gaming screen. Now down here, this is where it's difference makes. As you see, that this is your virtual out, which will be voice meter video out. To do that, you have to select that here. As you can see, that says voice meter output, voice meter video. You select that. As you notice right here at the bottom, you see as I'm talking, it's picking up that feed. And since it's already set up that way, it's stream. This is where I got labeled stream feed. As you can see, as I'm talking, it detects it. So that means now that once you start your stream, your audio is now going to be part of your stream. And that's it, fella. That's it, people. Not really hard at all. As you can see here, like I said, that's the stream feed, VIO, and you're good to go. Now all your extra cables and stuff like that, you can label. You can add more inputs. If you want, you can eliminate this for your Chrome feed. But basically, how you would set all of this up is, now you gotta, because you have it set up this way, you can toggle your Discord feed in and out. Because like right now I got the mic feed going directly out on B1. So if as you can see, it's still moving out here. If I toggle B1 off, see, by toggling that, of course, you couldn't hear me when I was talking during that time as well, because it's set to everything's set to go out that line. So this is how you would do Discord. Now you keep B1, that way people can still hear you, but you can also add yourself to B2. Now with B2, this is also allowing you to talk into Discord in. So when you're talking to your friends on Discord, by adding B2, they can hear you in Discord. Okay, remember, Discord goes in, goes out. B2 is set by default in Discord, so when Discord comes back in, it comes back in this line. So by having B1 set, that means your Discord goes out your stream to your stream feed, unless you mute it, which you can mute it right there, or you can toggle it off, and then you won't have any communication going to Discord. I mean, coming from Discord. So B1 allows you your mic to go directly out. B2 allows you to go to Discord. So you can actually, like I said, even with disconnected B2 here, with this B2 here, you can your people in Discord will still hear you. And if you turn this off, you could talk in your stream still, as you see here, but you won't have no one in Discord coming into your feed. So, and that is the tutorial. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on Twitch at John Kinsey, Facebook at John Kinsey for John Kinsey Gaming. YouTube is John Kinsey, of course, and that's your tutorial. Thanks, and have a good one.